Two marker. What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? As always, I'm your host, Ryan D, aka Ryan680.
And this is Lex back at it again with another movie review.
Let's get right to it. Lex, what are we reviewing today, man? What's our next movie?
We're reviewing it's Puss in Boots, The Last Wish.
The Last Wish, ladies and gentlemen. Puss in Boots, The Last Wish tells the story of Puss in Boots discovers that his own passion for adventure has taken its toll. He has burned through 8 of his 9 lives. I thought that was pretty cute, by the way. Puss sets out in an epic journey to find the mythical last wish and restore his 9 lives. So, first and foremost, guys, obviously this is a spin-off of the Shrek series that we come to love and adore, throughout the ages. And Lex, I do want to, because you did not mention it, but you did enjoy the last Puss in Boots. Is that correct?
Yeah, I did. It's been a while since I've seen it. I didn't really get time to do a refresh on it.
Yeah.
I remember enjoying it because, at first I thought, well, will a Puss in Boots standalone movie will work? And for what it did at the time, I just felt like, oh, okay, it does carry Puss as an interesting character, and then I love the addition of Salma Hayek as Kitty Softpaws. Is that what it is?
Kitty, Softpaws, which is, I thought that was really cute, really clever by the creative side team here.
I'm glad they brought her back for this one for sure.
It's definitely crazy to me how it's literally been 11 years since the last movie came out. I didn't even I didn't know it was that long.
I couldn't remember, but all I know is I was a different person back
I did not. So first and foremost, me and my wife actually got to see it this weekend. So we did not see this movie ever. So this is coming with the fresh take of the first one. And I thought the first one was very cute. It was very creepy. I thought Humpty Dumpty was very creepy looking. Humpty Dumpty, the way he was, it was very menacing. I didn't trust him at all, even though they were leading to trusting him. But going to this movie, we know DreamWorks, they've come a long way with their animation. They're actually doing pretty good, competing with Illumination, competing with all that. I thought that's really good. DreamWorks is coming a long way. They really are. And to put that into perspective here, we got to see a different side of animation here that I haven't seen ever in a Pixar, in a DreamWorks movie. Definitely different when we talk about the whole action sequences here. We see a little bit in the trailer here how the cat's actually drawn out more details, I would say, on the whiskers a little bit, on the facial expressions too. Would you agree?
Or I do agree. It's an interesting take because from the trailer, I initially thought they simply just adopted the art style from Into the Spider-Verse, which is more of comic book style. You see the pencil strokes and things like that. But they actually took it, I don't know if it's a step further, but I think they evolved it and kept the footprint of the previous, which was 3D rendering. So they did a mixture of two where the art styles would almost interchange and the frame rate of the characters would also be variable. I think Into the Spider-Verse did the same thing, but they were more consistent in having the frame rate be the choppy one. This one did that for the action sequences, so it was an interesting balance because they did it in a different way so that it doesn't feel like a straight copy paste, but something that still feels like the animations that came before this, which was the 3D Shrek style. So I found that very interesting.
Yeah, I would say as far as again, this is coming from seeing the last film, so such a refresh, it definitely upscaled it. It really did on the animation side. I would say that it really did. It came out to be a little bit more drawn out, a little bit more detailed. I did enjoy those. Again, you mentioned it already. I enjoyed that action sequence where we got a different, more of a comic book, a live action comic book being shown to us on screen. I kind of like that, which you mentioned already, which was Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse, which I liked, and it worked out. It really did. I thought that was really good. At first, though, I was getting a little annoyed. I was all like, okay, why does it keep doing that? And then I was like, never mind. It's growing on me. But yeah, this has a stellar voice cast here with Antonio Banderas reprising his role, Selma Hayek as well, Florence Pugh in here to add on to the caliber here as well, and then also we got Harvey Guillen. Guillen, sorry, I'm pronouncing all these games wrong.
No that was a hard one to pronounce.
And then what was the guy from Narcos? I think it was Wagner.
Wagner. This one I think it's
What? Okay.
or Mora. It could be Mora, but it has the
Hey,
U in there. So,
correct us if we're
it,
wrong. Hey, we're tried here.
but
Yeah.
so at first I was like, from his picture, like because I still haven't seen Narcos. I know this has been a
Oh
topic in
my god.
multiple,
Yeah.
but
Oh
he's the
yeah.
guy that plays Pablo
Dude,
Escobar.
okay, so yeah, I did not know that. I'll be honest here.
Without the mustache, you
Dude,
kind of don't recognize him.
exactly. I had to like re-look. I was like, this guy played Pablo? What the
Yeah.
F? Like what the hell? Like,
For
I
the
mean,
role of Pablo, it seems like he puts on a little weight because the pictures that I see on IMDb and stuff, like
yeah, yeah.
without the mustache and also with a little less weight, he looks like a totally different
I
person.
mean, it
But
could be a fat suit too. You never know. But I didn't look into
true.
the details of that. But yeah, I
He
mean,
was a
definitely.
great addition to this cast as well, especially
Yeah.
won't spoil with the character that he plays and the voice, what he like, how he delivers everything.
Hmm.
Really, really, like you said, from top to bottom, I think the voice cast here was great, and I
Great.
love the addition of John Mulaney as well because
Yeah, man.
he's one of my he's one of my favorite
And
voice
then
actors.
also we got a little bit of a little bit of a spin-off here when it comes to the bears as well. Like that whole I like how they try to twist up the whole fairy tales, and we get a little bit different here. We get Goldilocks and the three bears, and also we get Olivia Colman in here as well, a stellar actress. Coming in here all alone to do with the voice acting, which we've seen her in. I believe you mentioned we've seen her in The Crown. I saw her in the Lost Daughter Netflix film called The Lost Daughter. We've seen
Yeah,
her
great actress.
countless stuff, and I recognized her accent though. I really did. It's very noticeable. If you've seen her in other projects, you'll know. Be like, that's Olivia Colman. And but yeah, I definitely enjoyed her take on here. You know, they really relied a lot on the voice acting of this. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say that, like they really did. Even Antonio Banderas, I like the way his voice just changes so many different emotional aspects of
Yeah,
it.
like the internal monologues that he does,
Yeah,
the whispering or the heroic voice. Like
yeah,
Antonio has the range, and he's shown it ever since Puss and Boots like got introduced in
yeah,
the Shrek verse, I guess,
yeah.
right?
In the Shrek 2, yeah,
And like you said, the voice acting, the movie really, like, the animation was stellar, but
yeah,
it really needed to be delivered with strong performances on the voice department. And I think that the reason why it worked so well, aside from the cast really delivering it, um,
yeah.
is because Shrek has always done this, right? Like it takes a different spin on the fairy tales that we are known for. And
Hmm.
this being a story about Puss in Boots and once again integrating characters from these different storylines, it almost like plays itself to allow it to feel cartoony, to feel like the
Hmm.
telling of a story. So these characters can really like just go in without feeling that their character is silly or that their voice acting is stepping away from where the character should be, like, because it should be like a story being told, like
Yeah.
you put in all the emotion, you put in all the extra wackiness, and
Hmm.
once again it came out to a great story here, and
Yeah.
I really found not only the characters compelling but also the message behind the movie. I think it's a great message, delivered on different beats, and just a lot of new fun characters that people, I think people are going to end up loving.
Yeah, man, this is definitely a family-based film. I would say it really calibrates on the whole family universe here, on the whole like family of the the whole like heartwarmingness here. I loved it. I did. So much of a great message, like you already said. With family's everything.
No,
Well, I'm
they
gonna.
don't say that.
I know they don't say that, but yeah,
Yeah, I think it's
yeah,
friendships, right? It's the
yeah. It's
group of
friendship.
people like
Yeah,
being an outcast
yeah.
and finding another group of outcasts
Exactly.
to kind
Different,
of like
and in
bond
this
with.
case, I mean, not to, it doesn't really spoil it because it's in the poster, but different species as well, where we
Yeah.
get to see that, and I love that because it's all different kind of outcast in here that we got to see. And again, we go and touch up on certain stuff that, like, who would have thought an original story, like or like a remake story, turns into original story where they create those same characters, they just make a spin of their own with
Yeah.
Goldilocks and all that. I mean, we got to see different.
Deluxe and the
Yeah,
Three Birds, and
yeah.
I hadn't heard of the, I don't want to spoil, but the character that John Mulaney plays, I hadn't heard of that
Yeah,
story.
me
I think
neither.
maybe it's more American. Like I just
Yeah,
missed it.
And I like also too because they do touch up on this in the last movie as well. But I like how it's still staying in the Shrek universe to give us a little bit of a charm there, and I like that they did give us a little montage in the middle of the film, and you guys know what we're talking about because it's a little comedy relief there, and I thought that was really clever by the studio, by them, by just saying it's still in the same universe. I don't know. I feel like
Yeah,
this
I
could definitely reach another level. Elaborate on that.
yeah, I think it did it from what I remember. I think it did it more than the last movie because I
Yeah.
think the last movie we knew that Puss in Boots like came from Shrek and
Yeah.
whatnot, but it just kind of goes on to this. Here's Puss in Boots, and we'll keep him in that bubble. But this movie, no, does a great job at just letting you know the roots of the character, and the roots of the
Hmm.
character go back to Shrek. And I'm glad that they did that because I can imagine that a lot of the kids that are going to watch this movie probably don't even know about Shrek, or they were
Yeah.
introduced by their parents or maybe not yet. So
Hmm.
it's gonna be a good reminder almost for the new age audience, which I feel old by saying that, but the new
Oh,
age audience
whatever,
that
Lex. You're
Shrek
not
is in it.
even old.
I'm not, but like
Yeah.
what I'm saying is like kids don't know, you know.
Yeah.
But I gotta give props to the director as well, because
Yeah. Joel.
Joel
Yeah.
Crawford.
Yeah.
I looked this guy up a little bit further prior to the video, and despite him not having a ton of directing gigs, I think most recently it was The Croods, New Age. I think it's the
Mm.
second one, if I'm not mistaken. I've yet to see it. Got nominated for uh, Best Animated Feature Film or something like that. Sorry, but he's been a story artist from like the Lego movie,
Yeah.
Kung Fu Panda 2, even going back to the B movie. He's been involved in these projects, all animation and all relatively great animated films. So he knows his craft. He knows his way around the story. I don't think he also wrote. So there was he directed and it was written. I can't find the writer, but I'd imagine that he had a say in how to craft this story. And
Yeah.
visually, I think he also did a great job in delivering it. So I give props to him because I'm actually excited for what may come off of this.
Yeah.
Right, like I'm
Yeah.
super stoked to see what they work on next.
Yeah, definitely fans out there, Shrek fans, of DreamWorks fans, I would say you're definitely gonna be surprised at the ending of the story because it's definitely gonna leave you like, what the heck? Where are they gonna go from here? I didn't expect to have so much emotion, so much an emotional time what we had with Puss in Boots, with Puss and himself, or Pickles, aka Pickles, by the way.
Yeah.
That we actually, you guys would know what we're talking about after watching the film, but I didn't expect to feel this way after watching this movie. I expected totally different. Now I know why this movie has a high rating. Now I know why this movie is such a really good top of the film. I mean, as far as animation goes, this is definitely the top pick of the year for sure. One of the top picks for the year, and
Yeah, and
it's yeah,
I'm trying to remember what else came out this year animated wise, but I don't know, man. This is a strong contender.
yeah,
Currently sitting at 96% on Rotten Tomatoes. Y'all know
yeah,
how I feel about Rotten Tomatoes. It's not always an accurate presentation. But here I feel like, even though it's probably a sample size of people that have
yeah,
gotten to watch this, I just feel like this and then maybe even the audience score perhaps being a little bit bigger because it's a great tale. It doesn't feel outdated despite the fact that Shrek started back
that yeah, long
was it
time ago,
2000. I don't want to get it wrong. 2005 or 2004? No, wait, that was the second one. Damn, when did the first one come out?
probably like 2000,
2001.
2000. Hey, see, I was
Yeah,
close. I was close.
yeah.
See, and I grew
Uh,
up with I grew up with watching
Same,
Shrek.
dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
I love Shrek so much. I
yeah,
can watch it anytime. The third and the fourth one every now and then if I'm trying to
yeah,
like, but first, second, just gold.
yeah,
100%. So it didn't feel outdated, and I love that because a lot of the
mhm,
times, like these properties either have to go too far, where like
yeah,
you don't really recognize what it was before, or they stay to the same formula and it gets
exactly.
outdated. So they did a
Yeah,
really good balance
and
here.
it looks like they're touching up on that. We did as well get a new DreamWorks logo in here as well, which calibrates
Yeah.
on all that. I thought the new DreamWorks logo, the opening sequence for their movies from now on, which I'm assuming that's going to happen because I mean, it was really good. It was really good. I keep forgetting how much of a connection it has because I don't know about you, but I was a huge fan of How You Train Your Dragon. I was a huge fan of that series, of that whole TV franchise. I mean, the movie franchise. I loved it. Yeah,
Kung Fu Panda, which is returning. There's a sequel. So if I'm not mistaken, there's a show for Netflix.
Yes.
Like a new one that's coming out, and then there's a sequel planned.
Movie.
Jack Black returning movie, etc. Nice. So I'm excited to see. That's probably the next time we'll see that intro for sure. Because I think that project may be for next year. I'm not sure. Yeah. But yeah, even things like Boss Baby, which I actually thought was quite fun. It's
Boss Baby not too much for me, but yeah, I still enjoyed it.
The top of the creme, but I didn't get to watch The Bad Guys, but I forgot that is a DreamWorks property. Yeah. So it's just I love that intro, like you said, because it almost reminds you that though the sample size is not as big as Pixar's or Disney animation,
or Illumination
has some staples in there, and Shrek for the longest time was the property that you wanted to be because Shrek took everyone by surprise. And for those that don't know, little fun fact, Shrek was actually a movie project that the studio would send employees to work on if you were punished. So if you weren't performing well, or if you just were on someone's target list, as far as I want to give that person a shit job, they would send those people to work on Shrek. And it became what it is today, and what it was when it came out, which was one of the highest grossing animated films ever. So I love the story behind that, because they thought it was just going to be a shitter project. And look at us now.
Yeah, exactly.
12 years later, about to be 12 years later, watching a movie that's a spin-off of Shrek. It's amazing. I love it.
I mean, it's crazy because we've seen a Shrek TV series. We see him in Madagascar. I forgot Madagascar was DreamWorks as well.
Oh,
yeah. Remember Madagascar?
They should have included at least the penguins. They should have included them in the.
Which I'll be honest, I wasn't a fan of Madagascar. Maybe the first one. The first one was good, and then it just went overboard. How to Train Your Dragon just kept getting better and better and better.
Perfect ending.
I love the ending. The ending is so magnificent. I thought it was beautiful, and I teared up at the end of that in the end of the last film. I really did.
Also, no, that was Blue Sky. I was gonna say Ice Age, but that was Blue Sky.
No, that's Sony, I believe.
Disney killed it.
Disney, yeah, or Fox. I'm sorry, Fox.
Fox. It was Fox.
Yeah. So there you go. So going back to this film and everything. I mean, this technically is the last wish. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see I was excited to know that this is a closure, I guess, to the Puss in Boots series, franchise series, and all that. So, I mean, I'm excited to see what more can be told here, knowing that we got a little hint here at the very end, knowing that, we're not going to spoil it for you guys. But yeah, I mean, this movie came out at the right time. I feel like this movie came out at the perfect time because it's about to be the holiday season. Moviegoers are going to go see it. They're going to take their families for Christmas. Maybe you can go see it on Christmas Day. Definitely a movie that we deserve.
Great movie. Because honestly, you guys know, if you guys tuned into our last review, you guys know we absolutely love Avatar: A Way of Water.
Yeah.
But I'm not a parent personally.
Cat parent.
I'm a cat parent. They don't go to the movies with me. But what I can hear and feel from parents is that it is tough to take your kid to a 3+ hour movie.
Yeah.
It is. So
I couldn't even imagine.
100% understand if people may select this over Avatar. Because what was the runtime? It was fairly compact.
It was only an hour and 40 minutes. It went by really quick.
I think that's a perfect
attention grabber. I think it is. It's attention grabber for the film fans. It's attention grabber for the kids to go see it, and it is entertaining. I feel like it was the comedy jokes in this film was really good at caliber to its own right.
I laughed out loud.
Dude.
Is one of my favorite characters.
Oh wow!
I love him so much.
Yeah, I would say though, in the first act of the movie I was laughing a lot compared to the last act. But it did
Well, the
get a little bit
last act
serious
had us
tone.
crying, bro.
I know. Hey,
It,
whoa, whoa,
it,
whoa.
it changed gears.
Yeah, it did. It did. I
Feels.
wasn't crying, but yeah, it definitely. I wasn't crying like How to Train Your Dragon crying, but yeah, I
Oh
would.
yeah, that
Yeah,
was sick.
that one would hit me hard. But yeah, was this definitely the film that we deserved? Rating 1 out of 10, 10 being the highest. Lex, what do you give this rating?
I'm gonna give this movie I'm gonna give this an 8.5. I
Damn,
think, yeah,
that's a damn. Okay,
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. I think it's because I walked in with high expectations and I actually
really?
felt like
Yeah,
smiling. Well, it's because
yeah.
I had heard Bus that this is a
So much
really
good.
solid
Yeah.
movie, really solid contender for once
Hmm.
again the animated awards and all that stuff. And I was like, okay, I'm excited because I trust some of the people saying those things, and then
Yeah.
come watching it, it delivered. So I'm
I
happy with it.
yeah, I enjoyed so much of the cat references in here, especially with the old lady. We
Yeah,
see her in the trailer. The old lady in the trailer with all the cats. I thought that
so
was
Mama Cat.
fantastic. I thought that
Yeah,
was
if you're a cat
cracking me
owner,
up.
like you don't have to be a cat owner to get a lot of these jokes, but if you
Yeah.
are, like it's even better because
Kin
like
pause. Kin pause.
yeah, the
Yeah.
little
Yeah,
it's
man.
just the little subtleties, and if you own a
Yeah.
cat, you understand.
You will
Um,
understand
but
the
there's so much.
struggles of being a cat owner. I'd be like, and then even so, even for its own right though, even the first one had its like I believe it was called Glitter Club or something like that. The very first one about the club in the Puss
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Boots,
yeah.
but it was litter, right? I mean, it's just those little clever non-sauce notations to where like you're a cat owner that you're gonna be like, oh my god, but not even so a cat owner, just common sense stuff that we all know that what cat owners, dog owners. I mean, I love that. I love how it just cherished and brought up clever moments in here. I really did.
Yeah.
My rating, I'm gonna have to give this a solid 8. I'm gonna give it a
That's
solid
not bad.
8.
That's not too far for me. It's all good.
Yeah. I was thinking of giving it a 7, but I was all like, nah, this movie
No,
deserved
it's
more.
yeah,
It's
it
good.
is.
It's good. It's really good.
I
Yeah,
honestly,
definitely better than the first one.
this movie season is very busy, so there's a
Yeah,
lot I have to catch up on.
yeah,
But when I get an opportunity, I do think I'm gonna watch it again.
for
Um,
sure.
and honestly, I think it's going to be very solid on streaming.
Yeah.
I think it's going to do really good. But like I said, Christmas time, just watch a family movie. It's really
Hmm.
fun.
Definitely, guys. All right, questions for you. What did you think of this movie? What did you think of our take of this Puss in Boots: The Last Wish? Is this the last time we're gonna see him? Is this the last of his 9 lives? Let us know, guys. You never know. I mean, question is for you. What did you think of this whole film, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish? Did it reach your expectations? Did it not? Were you guys are talking crazy? This movie was crap. Put a comments down below, guys. We love talking movies with y'all. And do not forget to like, share, subscribe. As always, I'm your host, Ryan D. Ryan680.
And this was, I was going to say this was Last Wish. This was Lex.
The last wish.
Another review. The last review. No, just kidding. Hope you guys have a great, Christmas time,
Yeah,
holidays. Enjoy time with the family, even if you don't celebrate.
definitely.
It's a time to
Happy Hanukkah.
reminisce and just close
Yeah.
out the year. And happy Hanukkah as well.
Yeah, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, guys, to everyone out there. And thank you so much for being a subscriber. And stay tuned, guys. We got more stuff opening up beginning of the year. We got giveaway for Megan movie that's coming out beginning of the year, guys. Stay on the lookout. Austin bound. Be on the lookout for that as well, because we are going to be Austin bound coming soon, guys.
Damn.
Coming
Wait,
soon.
for that one, or
We're gonna be
you mean
reaching
this
out.
other thing?
No, we're gonna be doing giveaways in Austin. So
Oh,
be on the lookout
okay,
for that.
cool,
Yeah,
cool.
Austin bound.
Awesome.
Yeah. So Austin, San Antonio, get ready, guys. Get ready.
Soon, the world.
Yee, the world. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have yourself a wonderful day. Catch you there. Stay safe, San Antonio.